Hello, my old school soul food family. Chef Jeff is back with another video. All right, y'all. It is Saturday evening, and I'm about to do me some. You saw my previous video of my Saturday out and about video. You saw I bought me some of these ribs here. These are spare ribs here. I'm letting them marinate about 5 hours here. My rub here. Let me show you what rub I use. Give me 1 second, y'all. Guess I could have had this stuff out already. Give me 1 second here. This is what I put on my ribs. See this? It's old school competition. Of course, you go to UncleSteveShake.com and he got some competition pig shake. This is what I use on any pork that I barbecue. When I barbecue, if it's pork butt, pork ribs, pork steaks, or whatever, this is what I use now, y'all. See this? Competition pig shake. This stuff is amazing. All I do is shake this on here. I let it set 2, 3. Sometimes I let it set overnight. But today I just let it set 4 hours while I'm getting my fire ready. I got my fire going out there. And when I come back, I'll be outside. I'm going to show you how I set my fire in my pit. I'm smoking this from beginning to end. I'm not wrapping it in foil. I'm not putting it in the oven. We're going low and slow. It's going to take about 5 hours, sometimes 6, depending on this. Low and slow, about 225. You might get up to 250 to pick, but I try not to get no more than 225 on this. Low and slow, nice, juicy, falling off the bone, barbecue pork rib. So anyway, I'm going to baste it along the way. I'm going to show you my basting liquid. If you haven't seen it before, I baste it every 30 minutes to keep it nice, flavorful, and moist and tender. So anyway, I'll be back once I get outside to my pit, and we're going to start these rib process going. We'll be right back. Okay, y'all, we're here outside here. I got my pit sitting at about 2. Matter of fact, it just went up a lot here, y'all. It went up to maybe, I say it's like 300 degrees, but that doesn't matter. Once I put this meat on here, close these dampers down, I'm going to put the temperature back down to 250 degrees. Let me show you my fire box here. Got the fire going there. This pit is designed, y'all, that I got the fire on one side and the meat on the other. So I'm going to put my ribs on here. Pit going here. Y'all notice that I like to put my fat side to the heat. The big side here, I like to put it towards the fire box. The big fat side here. And I'm gonna let it smoke like that for like maybe an hour with the fat side like that. Then I'll flip it around to the other side. I think I'll flip it. Turn it about 4 or 5 times during the whole process. I like to smoke it at 225 at least 5 hours, sometimes 6, depending how tough these ribs are. But usually 5 hours, these ribs are good to go. So I'm gonna come back periodically. I'm gonna come back during my first basting. I like to baste it every 30 minutes, no more than 45 minutes. I like to put my basting. We're gonna go back inside and we'll show you my basting liquid. We'll be right back. Let me show y'all right quick before I go inside what I like to do. I start my fire with charcoal. And of course, my pit is not big enough to actually use whole wood, so I use the hickory chunks. I cook with hickory, y'all. That's what I cook with, hickory. And you got the wood chunks here. I buy them online. Sometimes I get them from Ace Hardware, a lot cheaper. If I buy them by the bulk, I usually buy 5 or 6 bags at a time because I barbecue a lot. Yeah, I use hickory smoking chips, and I put these on there periodically. I soak them here in water, and I throw them on there periodically to give me that extra smokiness and an extra to my meat. So when the fire goes down a little, I add a little wood, dried wood, these wood chips on there, these here, and then periodically I'll throw some wood chips on there to make the smokiness really come up. So you got that real deep hickory smoke. So anyway, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get inside and show you my basting liquid. Okay, y'all, I'm back here. Have y'all seen my previous video? My basting liquid that I use for my ribs all day. I'm gonna be basting it with this. All this is vinegar. Now I'll put the recipe on the description of the video. It's white vinegar. You can use apple cider vinegar if you like. It's vegetable oil, a little sugar. I put a little seasoning, which I'm using the pig competition pig shake. What I put on there, you can use Lawry's seasoning salt, whatever you want, and then worcestershire sauce. That's it. I heat it up just to dissolve the sugar. Put my mop in here. So there, when you barbecue, you need a real mop, y'all. This is a barbecue mop. That's what it's designed for. You can buy these in any store beside the barbecue place. Academy has it. And I'm gonna just baste my meat. That's very important when you're barbecuing, to baste your meat as it's barbecuing. You just don't put it out there and let it go itself. The old school style people, we used to mop our meat. That's what it's called, mopping the meat. That's the old school method of barbecuing. Not just putting it on there, going to sleep, going off or whatever. You have to tend to your barbecue. This is not just something, if you do that, you're gonna have dried out meat and tough barbecue. I've been barbecuing for, it's been about 42 years now. And my, like I said, they did the math on my brisket. I think I did over 4,500 briskets in my time, in my lifetime. So yeah, so it things I do know a little about barbecuing. I don't do a lot on this channel, but I can definitely get behind the pit with the best of them. So anyway, I'm gonna come back when it's my first time to baste. I like for the ribs to cook an hour before I start basting them, because I don't want to baste any of the flavor off of them. I want to add flavor to it. That's why I'm basting. I'm adding flavor, adding tenderness to it, and adding moisture all at the same time. That's what I'm doing with my basting liquid. So anyway, we'll be right back. Okay, y'all, we are back here. Now, what I'm gonna do now, it's been about an hour on the pit here, and I'm gonna baste this. I'm gonna do it. Take my basting liquid, mop it. That's what you want to do. Mop this meat, y'all. See that? Very important. Mop that meat. Now that keeps the meat moist. It's gonna keep it flavorful. It's gonna make it tender. The vinegar in it gonna help tenderize the meat. And the sugar gives it that nice color. Worcestershire sauce and the seasoning I put in there gonna give it flavor, and the oil keeps it moist. Everything I put in here has a reason it's in there. I don't just put stuff in the recipe just for doing it. It has a reason. So yeah, I'm gonna let this. Matter of fact, in the next 10 minutes, I'm gonna turn the big side and put the little side to the fire. And then I'll come back in 30 minutes, I'll baste them again. So we 1 hour into it, got about 4 hours to go. So we'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I'm about 3.5 hours into this. I've turned them to the side, and I'm gonna baste them again. This is like the 4th baste I've done. Let me show you what they look like. See that? Look how pretty those ribs are coming along. So I'm gonna baste it again. Mopping. There we go. See that? That's all you need. And you see how them ribs getting that nice caramelization on them, nice pretty color, and they got that nice little sweetness with them. Get a little tanginess, and of course that little hickory smoke. It doesn't go wrong. Like I say, y'all, I mop my meat. I don't get no little spray ball and spritzing and all that. No. I'm old school country. We didn't spritz nothing. We took an old mop and we mopped the meat. That's how you barbecue, old school style. So anyway, y'all, I'll be right back here in about another hour and a half when these pretty much ready to come off the pit. And it'll be eating time, y'all. We'll be right back. Okay, y'all, we back. We about 4.5 hours, y'all, into the cooking process. I'm going to baste these one more time. Give it one more baste here. One more mop here. That's what you want, y'all. Like the final mark right there, y'all. And I'm gonna show y'all, these are almost ready. They got like 30 more minutes. I'm gonna let them smoke 30 more minutes here. Let me show you how I tell if they almost ready. I like that bend don't break method, what my dad used to tell me. When you pick them up, they bend, but they don't break. Let me show you. Pick them up here. See that? Got that bend don't break method here. Look at this one here. See that? Now, I got like 30 more minutes I'm gonna do on these, low and slow. And when I take them off here, y'all, I'll be back in the house and we're gonna cut one up and see how it is. We'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I am back inside here. Okay, the rib here is ready. Now what I'm gonna do, y'all, let's see how I'm gonna do this here. I'm gonna cut one of these up. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get everything situated here. I just wanna show you I brought them in here. Get them everything situated here, and then I'm gonna come back once I get on the cutting board, and I'm gonna slice one up so y'all can see how it look inside, and we're gonna sample one. So I'm gonna slice a few up, and then we'll be back to sample them. We'll be right back. Okay, y'all, we back. Okay, let me grab me a little barbecue sauce here. See these ribs here? Look at that. See that nice smoke ring in there? See that? Okay, then we get a little barbecue sauce here and put it in the bowl here, the cup. And let me show y'all something. See the ribs here? See that, how the bone is clean? That's what you want, y'all. You don't want the rib falling off the bone. But you do want them to have a nice, clean bone. Nice and juicy. Flavorful. You don't have to have sauce with it, y'all. I just love barbecue sauce. Look at me a rib sandwich. Nice and juicy. Look at that. I'm keeping it classy. I'll eat them with my fingers later. But anyway, I just want to make a quick video with y'all today. It wasn't really a quick video. It really was a 5-hour video. On the next video, I'll be back to my 30-minute less meals. But my mom wanted some ribs. I had a couple of neighbors wanted some ribs, so I decided to do a little quick video too with them. So anyway, like I say, ribs is very simple to make. Just take a little time, patience, and you come out with a nice, juicy product. So anyway, if you like this video, please share, please comment, please subscribe. Please follow my other social media accounts, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch TV, Pinterest, and oldschoolsoulfood.com. Until next time, remember the hashtag 2021, help somebody, Old School Soul Food. Until next time, have a blessed Old School Soul Food day, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Bye.